Bienvenidos! What's good? Hello, friends! As you guys can see from the title, today we are doing our finale of Pan That Face Palette. Alright, so if you have no idea what this project pan has entailed or what my update was of last month, I would highly recommend checking that out because there was a lot of changes from last month to the finale, and I'm excited to share with you guys where I am, where I finished. That doesn't mean that these products are not going to continue to get usage. They will continue to get usage until I feel like stopping or until I continue this project pan, whichever one comes first. I am a creature of habit when it comes to certain things, and this is one of them where I don't mind continuing using things until I'm ready to switch it up because of a project pan. I really am not somebody that changes often certain things unless my skin color changes because of the tan that I'm getting or the sun that I'm getting. I have my stuff here, so if you're interested to see what the finale is, stay tuned. Okay, so last month I rolled out my Natasha Denona face palette because I did hit pan on it, and I chose not to bring another face palette in, but individual singles that made a face palette trio. And then I also brought in extra products because I am extra as always. So let's start out with the first one, which was the bronzer. I decided to bring in my Bare Minerals Invisible Bronze in the shade Fair to Light. This is a baked product, so I don't think you're going to see much progress, with the exception of maybe up close. You might be able to see that I do have like spots on here. It was a little bit domed, but I can't tell if it is flattened or not. You see those little spots right there? It's like it's getting hollow right there. So I might be able to like get something out of it soon. This is the bronzer that I've been wearing nonstop since that update. So I'm wearing it today and it looks really nice on my skin. It's not so bronze in my face, so I'm going to continue to use it until I start whatever project that throws in a bronzer. So I'm going to continue to use it. It is one of my older bronzers. They don't make this anymore, unfortunately, which I think is terrible considering this formula is so forgiving and so beautiful on the skin. Anything baked or gelée I find to be phenomenal on the skin, especially if you have texture or fine lines. I think it just flatters your skin. It's really beautiful. Then I brought in this. This is the Luminizer. At this point, this is my oldest highlighter. I want to finish this off next year. This will be in a project next year. I already had pan on it, and you guys, I've been using this every day. I'm wearing it today on my cheeks. I don't know if you could see. I have been mainly working around here and not necessarily in the center to get more pan. So up close, I can't see much of a difference. I'm not gonna lie to you. This thing, if you've ever seen anybody pan, takes a century to pan. This is a big amount of product. You're getting 8.5 grams in here. And it took me forever to get this pan, I can only imagine. So what I've been doing is not in the center. I've been purposely going around the edges to thin things out to make it a little bit more even. So at the end, I don't have like this thick edge around, and then it's harder for me to finish it off. So you will be seeing this next year because I'm going to continue to use this one. It's just going to keep on going. As of the project that this will be going in, that's when I'll start the tallies, but just know that I've started to use this since October of this year. So if you do see any progress next year, don't think it's because I only used it for 3 months in 2024. No, add the 3 months. At least I will remind you guys because I do have usage in that from this year. The last thing that I had in here as far as the first set of products was my MAC So Natural. You guys, I've been doing so good. And it makes my heart happy to know that quite a bit of you have purchased this blush on my recommendation and also love it. It is just stunning. I love it. I'm wearing it today on my cheeks. I've been wearing it every day. Is that a shocker? Absolutely not. I'm determined to finish this, you guys. I'll show you a picture where I was, and you guys, look where I am at. Look at this. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to scrape the edges and put them in the center because now it's getting a lot harder for me to get any product out at this point, as you guys can see. I don't have much, but I'm hoping that I can just grab my spatula and just put it all in the center and then use it there because I'm really messing up my brushes now, trying to scrape the edges to at least get some sort of color on my cheeks. Still going. I have hope that maybe by the end of this year, by 31st, I will post a picture on my Instagram showing that this is a finished product. I'm hoping to add this to my empties of next year. I really, really am. I love this. This is just absolutely beautiful. And yes, I already bought a new one because I love it that much. All right, so for the second face palette that I would normally have is I would have cream products. So I thought it was only fair to bring in cream products into this. So I brought two in. The first one was this Tinkerbell Super Shock Shadow in the color Darling. It's the one that I'm wearing today. I've been alternating, as you guys know. So I don't think there's much of a change because all I do is like bounce my finger in here. I don't rub because then I'm constantly moving the product all over the place and then it gets on the edges and I don't like that. I don't like my edges to look all disgusting because then it deters me from using makeup products. If I don't keep my products as clean as I possibly can for my visuals, like I can keep stuff dirty and be okay, but if certain things look really disgusting, it just deters me from using them and then I end up throwing them out. So I try to be as neat as possible with my products, and that's one of the things with Super Shocks. I don't like anything on my edges, so I just bounce. As you guys can see, that's like my finger right there, bouncing. So I've been bouncing in here, and it's more than plenty for me to get a product in. So I don't know if you guys see any changes. Look, and I even got some on there. It's beautiful. I will tell you this is beautiful. And I do hear a lot of people say that their Super Shock cheeks stay more moist. I know you don't like that word. Stay more wet than their Super Shock eyes. And that's very, very true because I've had this for a while. I've had this longer than some Super Shocks and some Super Shocks already dried out. And this one's still going. So I'm just going to continue to use this one because this is the time of year where I would use this anyway. Last but not least is the Tower 28 Beach Please one. This is my only Tower 28 product and here's what it's looking like. I don't think you can tell whether it's been used. There's no dent, there's no divot. This is a very pigmented product just as well. So I'm going to continue to use it. Doesn't stink, it doesn't smell. As you guys know, I do my makeup while I have a makeup wipe with me. So I always try to keep as clean as possible when I am putting my fingers in anything cream. So I'm hoping that that will prolong the lifespan of this as I continue to use it. This will be something that I will have as a priority because I know that Tower 28 goes bad quicker from what I hear. So this is my only Tower 28, so I do want to use it and love it and enjoy it. So there is no pan on these and I didn't expect pan, to be honest with you. All right, you guys. So overall, you guys, in this project pan, I was able to hit pan on 4 palettes, 4 Natasha Denona palettes, and within those four Natasha Denona palettes, I was able to hit pan on 2, 4, 5, 6 items. 6 different individual pans got a pan in them. Those pans got pans. So I am down to 2 Natasha Denona face palettes that have cream products in them that I need to work on to get pan on. And then I'll rotate again to go back and finish pans. I think that's what I'm going to end up doing with my Natasha Denona products. That will hold me back on using some of my singles. I'm going to have to figure out something for next year because even though those are cream products I want to use, I also still want to continue to use my individual ones. So I might alternate, or I use that one day, use one of these singles the next day, like I've been doing with this one today, this one tomorrow, this one the next day. So maybe I'll do that with my face palettes just to alternate all of my products and still get use out of the ones that I want to get use and have goals met. It'll just take me a little bit longer, but I'm not upset about that. I have not, at this point, decided what palette I will be using. I haven't figured out my structure yet. I haven't figured out what it is that I want to do for next year. If you are new, I am a creature of changing things. I don't like to keep the same rules, the same setup often with my project pans. I've been doing this project pan now for 3 years and I'm feeling a change. You guys love this project pan. This is by far one of my most viewed project pans on my channel and I love doing it. But I need to change some things in order to keep me still engaged in wanting to do this. So next year, I typically do 2 palettes at a time. I may change that. I have given you guys thoughts, and a lot of you guys, I think not one person has been against the idea of doing one palette and then doing singles instead to make another palette. I think everyone loved that idea, so I think that's what I'm going to do next year. Still throwing around what products I'm going to pick, how am I going to do it. I still got a month left to figure that out, but I'm giving you guys the heads up so then you are fully aware, and I am transparent with you guys of exactly what I want to do. So if you guys have any suggestions or ideas, or if you've seen anyone do something, maybe it might work for me, but I am not I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm not somebody who just keeps it quiet. I love to change my project pans. This is why I love those ones that are left to chance, because it's always keeping it fresh for me. I need to keep it fresh for me to continue to do it, or I will lose interest and then completely abandon it. So I will be changing the way that I do this. Will it affect my face palettes? Yes, but I have used so many face palettes throughout the last 3 years that it doesn't bother me, because I know I can commit to one and use it. And at this point, I want to use all of my cream products again. All of them, as much as I possibly can. Last year, I started out with almost no cream products, and this year, I'm coming in with a lot. And I want to rotate as much as I possibly can, so then that way nobody gets neglected. And if somebody does go bad, I don't feel bad that I threw it out brand new. So that's where I'm at, you guys. That's where I'm at with this project pan. Any suggestions, any tips or tricks, please leave them down in the comment section. I think that's what I'll end up doing next year as far as this project pan. It will be coming back, but with a little bit of changes and shifts. I got a month and a half to figure it out. I'll figure it all out for you guys. I love to be able to come on camera and be excited and excite you guys to see what I'm panning. I don't want to come on here bored and dragging and annoyed that I'm constantly having to reach for products that I'm not happy with. I need to find a good balance. A balance for you guys, a balance for me, and everyone, for the majority of everyone is happy with what I do. So that's what it is, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. More videos on the screen for your enjoyment. Until then.